All right. Oh, wait, I think I'm on. Oh, hang on. There we go. Okay. All right, and we're back. Okay, I added a noise gate to my microphone, so let me know if anything I say cuts off or isn't sounding good. And hopefully I'll be able to fix that. I thought that OBS was supposed to have a chat function itself. I guess I'll just use the YouTube one. Hey everybody, how you doing? How's it going? Alrighty, so let's see. Is there like a pop out of the chat? This is supposed to be a thing, isn't it? I guess not. Well, no worries. Alright, docs. No. Oh well. Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope your evening is going smoothly. Okay, so I've got this little thing that I've been working on for a bit. Well, when I say working on, I mean it's been sitting here for a while, but I'm hoping to take a bite out of it today. So it's been a while since I've streamed too. I'm kind of slow to get back to this, but hopefully this will be good. Hello Penta. Hello Ryan Films. Okay, so I think I've already gotten my audio worked out for this. OBS is usually supposed to have a oh well. No, that's not it. Can I pop this out? Pop out chat. There we go. Okay, so I think I already have the audio worked out. Have you already? Okay. So I think that framing is pretty good. Oh. Okay, so he's gonna wake up with a hangover. Ignore the audio for now. It will make sense here. I'll play real quick. Short, dumb Lego films.
My head. Oh, man, where am I? Oh, I told Han that last round is a bad idea. Han?
Yeah, so, yeah, okay, so the idea is that he's waking up hungover and hung upside down from the cave. Oh, wait, that's not my chat. Where's my chat box? I keep... Right? There we are. Okay, well... Enough time talking, let's actually shoot this thing. Okay. So for now, this is gonna be a little boring, so let's just go to the, it's gonna be a little boring, so let's get out of studio mode. Okay, how am I gonna... Really? Which point? fossils. Oh, actually. Oh. Okie dokie. Alright. Right, put me. There's a way to get it. Yeah, Forest Fire uploaded something just like a week ago. I'm assuming he's doing great. Yeah, it seems like he's animating quite a bit these days, so I'm assuming he's doing just fine. For sure. That does buy me a little extra space to maneuver in there. I hate having this. I wonder if I can fill that in with more regular bricks. Weird. Um. Okay, so how does or does not that affect the shot? Okay, so that still looks pretty good. And what I need is we're zooming out to about 35 millimeters. That's still not bad. I'm a little concerned about revealing too much of his feet there. They need to be like. I prefer them to be a little more hidden. Maybe I need to raise this slightly. That looks pretty okay. Let me lower this. That's better. Let's square Luke back up. Oh, wow. a little more. Okay, another shot. Hey Cuboid, how's it going? Yeah. Oh. This dang pop filter, I keep bumping into it. Yeah, I could probably just leave the mic right there. Yeah, that's really, we lost a little focus. Yeah. It's fine. Okay. I don't know why I'm so nervous about starting this shot. Just 'cause I know it's going to be a lot of really subtle animation that I'm not entirely prepared for. So if he's sleeping, he's kind of suspended. He's not really moving around a whole lot. So probably doesn't need to move around a whole lot. But I like the idea of him kind of swaying back and forth a bit. Maybe if I make it really subtle, I can get away with it. Or maybe if I shoot it on threes. I don't know. Welcome back, boss. Going well, been a fan of yours for childhood, so 15. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm really honored to hear that. Okay. Let's see, capture. Yeah, virtual models. Okay. I guess let's just dive right in. And I got this stack of faces. Probably can't see lighting, but I got these faces right here that I'm hoping to try and get out, or where I can remember. I'm not gonna concern myself too with that. Have this in. How's everybody doing this evening? Still a little too moving, just a little too much. I might back this up a little bit. Oops, okay, you know what I really wish? I wish I had just like a plywood plank that I could just put right underneath my camera. I wonder if, in theory, that would mitigate some of the weight. So some of the weight offset that I'm putting on the floor. It's still a little much. Just okay? Just okay? Some days are like that, but I hope you're doing all right. Good to hear, boss. Glad you're good. Real subtle here. That's more like it. I know I'm gonna be kicking myself when I'm trying to do animated faces on this later. Oh well. Anybody working on anything interesting? Any good projects on the horizon? Swagger Souls and Lego. What's Swagger Souls? Give me the skinny on that. Is that like a music video or something? Sorry if I'm not. Sorry if I'm not up to date on my YouTube pop culture. Gonna miss the rest of the stream, but good luck. Well, thanks for popping in anyway, Peanut. Hope you're having a good night. And take care. He's a Swagger. Okay, CS:GO YouTuber. Oh, cool. Are you doing like CS:GO and Lego? Nope. You're coming out with the new Counter Strike. Find who sells CS:GO minifigs. I could probably hit up my first would be Brick Arms. Brick Arms, and I know there's Brick Forge. I think that's what they're called. But yeah, they specifically are good, specialize in minifigure military weaponry. Yeah, custom military weapons. Maybe I have some weapons available. I might be able to if my quality is good. That's looking pretty. You guys peek. Yeah, so far not bad. I think Brickforge stopped selling it. Oh, did they? Oh, just popping in while you're gaming. Hey, Cormac, what you playing? Working on a John Wick Mission Impossible style fight. Dope. That sounds pretty sick. God, I still need to see the new John Wick. It's on my to watch list. First is the Mario movie, but then John Wick 4. Did Brickforge stop selling? That would be really unfortunate if they did. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Brickforge. Purveyor of custom stuff. The chief has returned. Anything in their news? Weekly steals, headgear, legacy collection. I mean, I'm still seeing. I mean, the website's still up for me. Oh, even worse. Like Brick Arms was like a staple. Brick Arms was like a staple in the MOC community. You sure? Really? Because I'm still seeing the website's still up. Maybe there are news. Product releases. No, I want to go to the press. Press releases. Oh no, that's them in the press. Well, Whether or not they have stopped producing, the website's still up, so it seems like you can still get maybe what's left. Whatever happened to the cleaners too? It's been on the back burner for a very long time with the pandemic, and Nathan and I have just been very busy with commission projects, and I've been dealing with a nasty bout of depression for the last few years, and I haven't really made a whole lot of progress on it, admittedly, myself. I still have a lot of storyboards I gotta draw. We did a first pass of the thumbnails, but I have to adapt those to storyboard, and it's a really, that itself is a really big project, and I've just been dealing with some personal stuff in the last few years, and I haven't really had the energy to look at it. But I mean, it's going to happen. At least that's still the idea. We're still, Nathan still has a huge set, a huge swath of his studio dedicated to a big set we're gonna use for it. Yeah, and depression sucks. Yeah, no kidding. And it's like it's a thing that's kind of hard to talk about because you can like say it, but like I mean, talking about it is one thing, but it's just the kind of thing where like it takes a toll on you for so long that. But anyway, the fact that I'm here and I'm streaming right now is a victory against that. So let's strike while the iron's hot, shall we? Okay, this is looking pretty good. I think we can start to fade this out just a bit. No, that's too much. Yeah, no, it's been a. You shouldn't be depressed, dude. You got a whole community that loves you. I appreciate that. I mean, I really do. It's the thing that sucks about depression is that it's hard to recognize and be grateful for the good things that you do have because it makes them feel kind of unreal in a way. But I mean, I do appreciate all of you guys, and you are very much the reason that I'm fighting as hard as I am to try and get back to something resembling better. So yeah. But anyway, hello. Hey, Corey and Sabrina. Yeah. But back to the cleaners. No, it's a project that's still very much looming, very much Nathan and I still want to happen. It's just I just gotta commit to it. But it's gonna be a big project, so I don't mind trying to get a couple of littler things done in the meantime. And it's kind of the reason why I've been so absent from YouTube. Not that I want to be or feel so lazy. Just haven't really had the energy. Some of you might be able to relate to that. Oh, come on, you almost got it. There we go. Hey, Zach, working on a new brick film called Edward in George. Ooh. What's it? Sounds interesting. Is it like a being John Malkovich kind of a deal? It's looking pretty good. Maybe just one more fader frame if I can manage it. There we go. Just there we go. We be bringing back Ben and Andy. Oh, the new world. This new world sucks. We'll be bringing back Ben and Andy. Oh, will I? I've been thinking quite a bit about them actually. I've been trying to figure out the best way to reintroduce them, or kind of making a reintroduction to them. I feel like they've gone like another little mini hiatus since Arresting Development. And it took me a while to figure out if I wanted to make a film that like bridged the gap, or like that finished that story, or if I just wanted to like scrap whatever was going on with that subplot and just kind of soft reboot it. I'm kind of leaning towards the latter at this point. That's good. I actually did stumble on one really solid idea for a Ben and Andy film that I'm in the middle of writing. I actually feel really strongly about it. It would be a big project for them for sure, but just the story itself in my head it feels so complete, and like the pieces itself just kind of all came together just in my mind, just sort of into one collective thing so well that it was just like, okay, like this has to be a sign, like I have to make or jot it down at some point. Yeah, I miss making Ben and Andy films too. I've missed having the inspiration like, yeah, no, I'm constantly thinking about things like or videos I could try to do for them. I don't know, it's weird. Like, yeah, now that I'm in my 30s, I kind of don't really know what like just two bros hang like what like a two bro hangout film is. Honestly, I always felt your videos were some hugely inspirational. Good, glad to see. Thank you, Zach. Other Zach, other Zach M. But I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. I think you probably start to. Frames. I appreciate that, Zach. Thank you. Start now. I can start. Not so. So literally not for another 100 frames. You're going into the Marines next summer. That's intense. Nice. I hope. I mean, I'm assuming that was your decision. So, power to you. I'm wishing you the best of luck with that. Excited? Nervous? Combination of things. It's okay to feel many things all at once. Am I gonna do more merch drops in the future? Maybe. I'm kind of sort of re-emerging into the whole content creator sphere, and to be honest, the cleaner shirt drive went a whole lot better than I was expecting, and it made me feel I felt really good about it afterwards, much better than I was expecting. So I wouldn't be opposed to it. Certainly would not be opposed to more merch drops if people would if people are open to them. Been watching my brick film since 2012. Nice. I miss that era. Well, but man, boss, I appreciate it, man. I mean, I really, wow. I feel like I sometimes take for granted just kind of what I have with all y'all, and I really need to tell to just how much I appreciate that some of you have just been with me for so many years. Do I experiment with clay? Have I always been primarily brick? Mostly, I've been brick filming. Well, what I've mostly been doing brick filming, but I've also animated like a variety of different things, and I've surprisingly very few of them have actually been clay. I have worked with clay before. Nathan and I did a little bit of claymation for a little spot for Taco Bell we did last year, but mostly it's been Lego. But in my history, I've animated clothing. I've animated apples and other fruit. I've animated hair products. I've animated makeup products. I've animated various toys, utensils. Shoes, pants, and a backpack. Like I've almost kind of for a while my professional brand almost was animating stuff that has no business being animated. But surprisingly, I've avoided working with clay just because I've always been a little intimidated by how much material effort goes into it, just in the construction of even just a basic armature. Like doing it the right way is, kind of a time, craft, and money investment. And that doesn't even include building a puppet, a set, costumes, and yeah, I don't know. I guess I've always been curious about it, but I've always been a little intimidated by it at the same time. How did me and Nathan begin working together? We are old friends through brickfilms.com back in the old days of Lego animation on the internet. Yeah, we met on brickfilms.com and we just became friendly and chummy there, and we've just been kind of involved in each other's creative work for the ever since. And yeah, and we just found that we work pretty well together, and we just kind of kept that friendship going. I'm always here with you no matter what I'm going through. Always be here. Appreciate that. But one thing I really am trying to do, or at least I want to do, or at least push myself to do this year and beyond, is I want to try and be a little more involved and a little more interactive again on YouTube, or at least content, maybe not necessarily on YouTube, creating content. I miss this. I really do, and I want to get back to it. That's what I always loved about stop motion animation. Well, you can animate anything your heart's desire. You really can let your imagination be wild. Kind of true. I mean, I got into stop motion because when you're 13 years old, you don't have a lot of money to do other kinds of films. But with Lego, especially, you're limited to by only the limit of your imagination. Really, there's so many cool things you can do. Anyway, with regards to Nathan, when I started doing more professional grade work, it just made sense to involve him. He's such a better set designer and just a better craftsman in a lot of respects than I am. It just kind of it just made a lot of sense. Trying out a new format with OBS and the various different camera angles. I'm hoping to swapping between a web camera and the dragon frame will kind of keep it somewhat interesting. I know I'm going to be kicking myself when I'm editing editing his eyes to be closed. Later on, I'll have to do an editing stream, so y'all can share in my misery. More than that, I feel like an editing stream is just a great excuse to just do a live tutorial for a lot of things, anyways, without having to actually sit and like make a tutorial video. Gotta go, but it's good to see me anime again. Thanks for stopping by, Zach, and thanks for sharing everything. Appreciate it. Started playing with Duplo when you were 6. Nice. Nice. I don't know if I was ever much of a Duplo kid. I mean, I definitely had Lego, but in lieu of Duplos, I remember I had Lincoln Logs. And I remember I had like these little wooden construction train sets. I don't know if they were like a specific brand or anything. They might have just been like a mom and pop creation or something. But no, I definitely had a lot of Lincoln Logs growing up. And my brother had Kinects. I remember growing up, he had like this Kinects roller coaster that we would build, and it was a motorized roller coaster that we used to build and just run just every once in a while. And it would be in this big box that he would hide under his bed, or keep under his bed rather. Yeah, I actually inherited a lot of my brother's Lego. And he grew up with in the mid 90s, so and like the late 80s, mid 90s. A lot of the Lego sets there were like the old castles and Blacktron stuff. And so I got a lot of old school castle, a lot of old school pirate, and a little bit of old school Blacktron. Good. Let's see, how's my stream health doing? First time I ever got Duplo was during a trip to the car wash set that I still own, sitting on your shelf among all your modulars. Aww. I actually really like that. I still keep a lot of my old childhood stuff too, just kind of among my precious keepsakes. Hey, Arrow, what's going on? So much, just how you doing? Sorry, I'm gonna do one thing real quick. Weird. Anybody seen any good movies? Anybody seen the Mario Brothers movie yet? I haven't, but I want to. Sorry, I'm just gonna send two people. Hang on. Good to see more content coming from me. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so slowly kind of dipping my foot back into it. Oop, that's not good. Dipping my toes back into it. I've been away too long and I miss it. So hopefully this wind I'm riding is one I can harness. I would like to be back to doing this more consistently. I was having a very vulnerable moment earlier about my mental health and what's been keeping me from producing, how much I've missed y'all. Oh, that's almost there. There we go. Do animators still use webcams? Some do. Yeah, I think there's still quite a few quality animators that are still working with either C920s or the Brio 4K, which is basically a C920 but 4K. Good to see another stream. Hey, Alteration. Yeah, and you know I'm hoping there are more streams to come. I'm realizing how much I've missed this, and I'm probably not going to get all this animation shot in one day, so I have a good excuse to stream more often. But yeah, plenty of animators are still using web cameras, and it's still a very, very viable option. Yeah, especially the C920, which is actually what I'm using for most of my web cameras for the stream here. How would I describe the? I love the Prince of Egypt, man. The Prince of Egypt yeah, that was smack right in the middle when I was a kid. That was like right in my childhood era, and I was lucky enough to just be exposed to that, and I owned that movie on VHS, and yeah, that was just one of my favorites. The animation's beautiful, the songs are great. I grew up in a family that went to church on Sundays, so the story of Moses I was very familiar with it. I really liked that interpretation of it. I really liked that interpretation of it, especially being so young and some of the more dramatic liberties they took with the story, because I was so used to a very strictly Bible driven, Bible oriented story, but I had never really considered the scenes that happen in between the text, in a way. It first came out on your birthday. Happy Mazel Tov. That's awesome. Recently got a 4K release. Nice. I might have to check that out. Yeah, no. The Prince of Egypt is great. I love it. I loved it. The parting of the Red Sea is just one of those moments, Planet Terror. I have. That's the Robert Rodriguez Grindhouse movie, correct? I've seen that a few times. It's been a couple of years, but I really, really enjoyed it. I think I've seen that a couple of times. I don't even know if I've even seen all of Death Proof. Yes, that's a little much there. Yeah, no, Planet Terror is awesome. Almost there. Favorite zombie movie? Oh no, I haven't. I haven't yet seen Mad God. I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find a way to see it. I might as well just get it on Blu-ray. It's on Shutter, isn't it? I don't have Shutter, but no, I hear really good things about Mad God. Phil Tippett, that kind of a legend. I did see Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. That was nice. Also, Puss in Boots: Last Wish. Good. Very, very good time for animation. Got the Spider-Verse coming up pretty soon. I heard The Bad Guys is pretty good. It's on. It's been sitting in my Netflix for a while. Well, actually, I hear the animation. I hear the movie. Maybe I'll pop it on one. I can get a free trial of Shutter and watch it. Digging the hairstyle. Thank you, Corns. I am too. Actually, it's the most happy I've been with my hair in years. I get a free trial of Shutter. That's not a terrible idea. Logitech C525. Yeah, I'm sure you can make that work, Corey. But C920 in specific is a really good option, and I think you can even get them for under $100 these. Looking a little, it's good, but it's a little bumpy too. That's better. Well. Oh, it's getting there. If only Netflix had more respect for animation, considering all the series they had to cancel. Freelance entertainment critic by the oh, nice. That's awesome. I love writing about movies. That's cool. Any publications in particular? Yeah, it's weird. Like, there's so many shows that get the can on Netflix, but they also are responsible for producing so many great things. So I'm in a state of conflict about Netflix because there's so much content on there that I love. There's so many movies that they produce that I love, but there's also just a bunch of what seems like some pretty shady like business and production practices in certain respects. So I don't know. Nice. I love Letterboxd. That's probably the last fair that I can let this sit for another 6 or so frames. Oh yeah. The other day I was video chatting with a friend, and she sat me down and she made me watch it's a recent episode of Love, Death, and Robots. I think it's from season 3. I don't remember the name of it, but it's the same company that made The Witness, and it was these Spanish. We look like Spanish mission like conquistadors in like the American jungles, and here in the river that's like covered in jewels, and she kills people with her voice. But there's this one soldier who's deaf. Weird Howard, hello. How's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Yeah. Now, Stranger Things is cool. Stranger Things is one of those shows that's funny. Like, I feel so ready to write that show off and like just say like, it was a flash in the pan. It was it was a thing that was popular months ago, but it peaked in the first season. But every time there's a new season that comes out, it's just like it's always just so good, the Kill Team Kill is the greatest episode. Gonna have to remember that. That's the one with the giant bear. I'll make a note of that. Yeah, I definitely need to keep up with Love, Death, and Robots. I got through the first season, but I've been slacking on the most recent two. Can I explain how I'm using the X sheet? What are those yellow highlights? Okay, so those yellow highlights. So what I'm doing is, okay, so I use virtual holds to shoot multiples. So basically, instead of shooting individual frames for each exposure, I'm just holding on to the same frame. The jury's out on whether or not most people recommend it, because technically you're missing out on getting that authentic grain between the frames by not capturing these still frames individually. I justify it. Like, I used to take individual frames for each exposure. I kind of like working with virtual holds because it lets me be a little more flexible with like the timing on certain things. It's better for me, so I don't have to like sit and pop, because I there's a really bad weight shifting problem on my floor with regards to me and the tripod. So if I move even the slightest bit, especially, it kind of tends to throw the camera off, and that can kind of mess things up between frames. So I used to get a lot of still frames with some jiggle in them for no explainable reason other than I was just moving around between the shots. But yeah, and I figure I'm shooting with a DSLR in most cases. The grain that you're not going to see is mostly negligible, and if it really is, I can probably just add grain back in digitally. But I mean, if I were on a more professional stage, and if like the camera were a lot more secure, and if it was on like a Moco or something, and I wasn't really worried about like my weight offset, I probably wouldn't be shooting virtual holds, but I am, and that's what those are. So yeah, so you can see, the yellow. You can see this. You can see this says 2. So basically that means this frame and this frame are the same. You got this 6 right here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus this frame. Those 6 are all the same frame, etc., etc., etc. Oh, I haven't seen Bardo. It's on my Netflix queue. I've been meaning to check it out. I mean, I have mixed feelings about Alejandro Iñárritu in general, but I respect the cinematography nomination, and I generally respect the way he lenses things. So I'll check it out. A free stop motion website called Cloud Stop. Nice. I have never heard. Gonna be working on your Lego WZ video and the Swagger Soul video. Good luck to you, boss. Just shot a stupid funny reel for Paranormal open mic rendering now. Nice. Looking forward to the next one. Not this Monday, but the next one, correct? Yeah. I've been going to these two paranormal open mic nights here in Eureka, California, hosted by my buddy Weird Howard in the in the chat. If you're a fan of ghosts, ghoulies, cryptids, monsters, and other paranormal and spooky stuff, he does a live show every Monday where guests come in, and Humboldt County is particular is known for our Bigfoot stories. If that's the kind of thing that tickles your fancy, check out Weird Howard. Open mic night, paranormal open mics every Monday. I shoot photographs for them. I'm usually sure the frame rate display along the bottom, so I wasn't seeing the holes on the side. Ah, for sure. Oh, you're used to usually seeing this, right? And in this case, you can even see the holes here as well. Yeah. It's kind of, there's more than, multiple ways to use drag and frame. I guess this is just the kind of the default that I just remember always using, at least since you know what? It reminds me more of Monkey Jam. Monkey Jam had its X sheet right next to the capture window like this as well. So I'm used to a vertical X sheet. Yeah. So that's my reason, and I'm sticking to it. I think I can probably put on short play now. Sorry, this is not the most exciting shot in the world. It'll get a little more exciting once wakes up. Are Ben and Andy based on anyone in my own life? The new Evil Dead film looks intense. Yeah, he really does. Are Ben and Andy based on people in real life? Not anybody in specific. Ben and Andy are based on a lot of my own experiences, and are kind of a lot of my own experiences, and a lot of some of the. It's influenced by a lot of some of the friendships I've had in my own life. They're influenced by bits of my own personality, bits of some of my friends' personalities, and bits of some of the adventures and we've gone on, the ways that they talk to one another, just kind of things that kind of. So yeah, like in a way, like there's a lot of Ben and Andy in me, in there, in various parts of me, in both of them. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing the new Evil Dead movie. Yeah. I have a DSLR, I just want to use a webcam instead. Well, of a webcam, I will say this, the USB-based ones, they do make, for Lego Animation, there are pros and cons to using a DSLR versus a web camera. Web cameras, obviously, you're sacrificing quality, and flexibility with your lenses, like with your lens choice. Your a lot of camera set, a lot of high functioning camera settings, but DSLRs are really big and bulky, so they're hard to get into a set. I mean, look at this monstrosity. DSLRs are a major cost sink. Like, nobody tells you how much of an investment a DSLR is, but it's not just the body, but it's the lenses, it's the adapters, it's the speed boosters, it's the tripods, it's the AC adapters. You're gonna a DSLR is for an animator who's very, very serious about what they do. So in the case of most brick filmers, web cameras are going to do just fine for your needs. And if you find that this is something that you really enjoy or want to see yourself, advance to the next level, then you should consider a DSLR. Because what's also nice about web cameras and being USB based is that they work a lot better with most stop motion programs, whereas DSLRs require very specific programs like Stop Motion Pro or Dragonframe work. Yeah, DSLRs are very much for professionals willing to invest in themselves. And no, I'm not, and that's not like a dig at anybody, or not like a, yeah, come on, bro, you want to be a pro, then you got to get a real camera. Like no, save yourself the money when you're just starting out and the headache. Trust me. Take it at your own pace and at your wallet's pace. Okay. Yeah, a pro blend is like is definitely at the very top of my wish list. I just gotta save up $1,500 to get it. I feel really bad, about relying on Patreon to help me save up for stuff without producing content as frequently. So that's another reason why I really want to kind of push myself to get back into producing content, so I can at least feel pretty good about collecting money month to month. I'll be honest, after Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, you're probably going to hold off on the MCU indefinitely. I don't blame you. I've been there. I gotta be honest with you, once you kind of separate yourself from the anxiety of needing to keep up with it, it's so nice. Kind of be free of that. I liked WandaVision. Loki was alright. She-Hulk was okay, background noise. Yeah, I didn't bother with Ms. Marvel. Black Panther 2 was okay. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was actually pretty good, but I haven't really bothered with anything else since then. I saw Thor Love and Thunder, and that was dreadful. Oh boy, did I not like Thor Love and Thunder. But yeah, Marvel has become yeah, I mean, it still has its audience. There are people who still love it. It's great. Just not for me. Will its animation be for BFD? I don't know. There's a whole other set underneath this set. And among them are horrible little Yoshi figures. I actually had a Lego Mario idea that I've been kind of wrestling with myself to get made, and I was kind of thinking Brick Film Day might be a good excuse to kind of get the layout on that. We'll see. So my tentative answer is no, this animation will not be for BFD because I have another animation planned for BFD. However, well, I'm going to be optimistic and say that I have another. I'm going to be optimistic and say I have another film planned for Brick Film. When it comes to the Super Mario Bros. Movie, I think I'll just wait until it comes to digital. That's fair. That's fair. I've been debating it, waiting to digital, but and for a quick 90 minutes, I think I could afford to see it in theater. I'm pretty selective about movies I see in ever since the pandemic. I still really want to see John Wick. I've been putting that one off for reasons, bro. I'm not sure why. I still really want to see John Wick. But yeah, Mario Brothers. As long as I don't go in, expecting something amazing, but expecting to, hopefully to have some fun with a property that I like, then yeah, I think I'll enjoy myself. I'm not expecting it to be like, like change. John Wick Chapter 4 was brilliant. Nice. Yeah, I mean, everything I've heard, seen, read about it says it's spectacular. And I really gotta gotta tip my hat to this franchise. They somehow managed to keep bumping the ante with every one. It just gets more insane and more outrageous, but it just gets better and better too. Not many franchises get better as they go along. So that's gonna be Keanu. Yeah. I know Megan is on Peacock Plus. I was thinking about checking that, but I'm actually kind of excited for Brick Film Day for the first time in a while. Like I'm really feeling motivated to try and get something in. So yeah, hopefully we're gonna see how this month goes. For the first time in a while, I'm feeling really motivated. Yeah, to really start animating and start live streaming again. I do have another idea in the works called The Good Doctor. Nice. As I can tell from your profile picture, kinda. Major Pink Floyd fan. Hell yeah. Dark Side of the Moon turned 50 last month. They got a new remaster for the occasion. Dude, Dark Side is one of the greatest albums ever, man. Kind of another reason why I want to make cleaners too, just because we still have that us and them needle drop that we really want to use somewhere. At least for me personally, like the way I know how I want to use us and them for cleaners, like that alone, I almost want to just make the film like that. I know Dark Side is one of the greatest albums ever written. Or falling off in the past few months, to use BFD as a good excuse to anime again. Hell yeah, man. Hoping to use the occasion as an excuse to kickstart my anime again. Hopefully, remind myself why I enjoy, what about it I enjoy. So hopefully, I can kind of not be afraid of doing it more and more. Because that's a weird thing that mental illness and depression kind of brings on. Is that I've developed sort of a weird fear of failure about all this, or a fear of starting things. Not fair to all y'all. I want to keep making stuff for you. Brains are weird. They don't always make sense. Sometimes you gotta be patient. Some things take. Canvas. How's this looking? Yeah, I think it looks pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and take 6 frames of this. Oops, I'm so grateful for the lo-fi girl. Good. Do I not use the Dragon Frame keypad? Just curious. You know, I have it, but no, I don't for some reason. I mean, I have it right here. I don't know, just I don't know. For some reason, it's easier for me to just go back to the laptop. I don't know. Maybe I'm just strange, but. Well, I do kind of want to get the Bluetooth one. I don't know if that means I would use it more often, but yeah, I don't know. I figured just because I'm sitting right, yeah. Sometimes I use the keypad, but I figured for this shot in this setup, I'm sitting right here. May as well just do the numpad. Okay, so around 112 is when I need to do some actual animation on them. Okay, I still got some time. A little much. Let's go back to short fly. Is that Edward in the photo? No, that's Luke Skywalker. yeah. This is Luke's second cousin, Ed Skywalker. Hey Storm, good to see you. Glad to see a late night stream. Yeah. I'm just glad to be streaming again. It's been a little too long. 2020 and this year, I really want to try and push myself to be a little more active in the animation sphere again. I miss doing this. About Dragon Frame, would I ever want to meet Tommy Wiseau in person? I have met Tommy Wiseau in person twice, actually. Another question to Dragon Frame. I recently got a PC, and the new yearly subscription is a little off-putting. Yeah. Do you know whether I could purchase an older version with a one-time payment? So, there is technically a way to buy a one-time license of Dragon Frame. Yeah, there is a way to do it. I don't know if you're on the Bricks in Motion forums. Somebody posted the link to the one-time uh, license download there. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure DZ is in the process is in the process of trying to phase it out. It's unpopular, and I'm kind of with you there. Like I hate subscription like softwares, like so like I understand like the distaste for it, but at the same time I also understand the economic purpose for it, and especially because Dragonframe is a pretty small team of people that probably could stand to use the support. I don't know if they switched back to the one-time payment. I know that they still offer it for Dragonframe 5, but they don't recommend it because any updates or any future editions of Dragonframe, and I'm pretty sure that includes updates even for Dragonframe version, but don't quote me on that. It will eventually stop being supported, so they do recommend keeping the perpetual license to make sure that it stays up to date. I mean, yeah, I mean, on the one hand, like I get it, like it sucks, like I hate it too, but on the other, like, at least in the case of DZ and Dragonframe, it's a company that at least, like, kind of, like, I feel like they deserve the support a little more, just because, this is a relatively niche, it's a professional grade program, but one for a relatively niche user and professional customer base. So, I mean, it's not like as ubiquitous as Adobe, where that just it's not as ubiquitous as Adobe, like, for example. I'm sure Adobe is probably making billions off of their service, man. I could rant forever. I could rant forever about my distaste for the subscription model, but then I can go over to Nathan Wells' house and he can give you a number of reasons of why they're necessary, or why businesses do them, and those reasons are also very valid. So I think I just hate it because I'm poor. When it really comes down to it, I just don't like being poor. And then the constant giving of money to a program that I thought I owned, but I don't. I merely license. Just reminds me of how what a broke bitch I am. Sorry for the language. What a broke. I think when Dragonframe went back on that, they just do a one-time purchase unless I'm out of the loop. They might be. I don't know. I would need to investigate the website myself, and probably look into purchasing it myself down the line. What version of Dragonframe am I on? Not Dragonframe. What version is this? I'm on Dragonframe 3.7.4, so I'm a full generation behind. You know what? Honestly, for my purposes, I haven't really needed anything much beyond this. If by some stroke of luck I strike it big and I'm suddenly able to afford a Moko rig, then I'll probably upgrade to Dragonframe 5. Or at some point, if they just straight up stop supporting Dragonframe 3, then I may have to just be forced to grandfather my way into a newer version of Dragonframe. But it's not something I'm actively losing sleep over, because what I have currently is more than enough for my needs. Hell, there's probably tons of features in this that I still haven't even heard of, if I'm being quite honest. And I've been using Dragonframe for about a decade. I see most people just stay on one version and skip the updates. Yeah, I mean, kind of really all you need. I mean, unless you're really, really well funded and can afford, like, the latest, motion control technology or the latest camera technology or whatever you would even need Dragon, the newest Dragon frame for. Yeah, I'm sure it's really hard for Dragon frame, but I just don't have the money since I'm 15. Yeah, and you know what? I'm sympathetic to that. I get that because I was that age as well, and I know what it's like to not have money. I feel the one-time payment is at least a little contribution. Yeah. So there is still a way to get the one-time payment. You have to look around for it. You might even need to like do a little digging. I know, like I said, I know somebody on the Bricks in Motion Discord posted the link to it. If you have access to that Discord, you should be able to run a search and find it. It might even be one of the pinned comments. I don't have the link off the top of my head on memory, but it does exist. So it's out there. You can find it. No, but believe me, I get it. I've on more than one occasion I've debated ending or limiting my subscription to Adobe Creative Cloud strictly because, specifically because $50 a month is a lot. It really shouldn't seem like it, but it is. Honestly, though, it probably just means that I need to utilize it more, which means I just need to create content more, with the hope that will generate more popularity, more interest, more revenue, more brand offers or commission deals, stuff like that, or what have you, patrons. Dang, 50, that is a lot. Yeah. If you keep this tip under your hat, you can sometimes get Adobe to drop that to $30 a month for a year. They sometimes do that for like during like a holiday. You can get like a holiday discount for a couple of months, or sometimes if you threaten to end your subscription, they will sometimes toss you a discount to keep you on board. But no, generally, yeah, no. Adobe is really expensive. But I mean, when you are the premier, professional grade media software enterprise like them, you kind of get the right to dictate your prices a bit. So I can only complain so loudly before I have to just nut up and start making more money. Because I'm 32, and that's what grown adults do. Premiere. Yeah, of course, alteration. Any plans for Brick Film Day? Yeah, we were just talking about that. Somebody was asking if this Brick Film was going to be for Brick Film Day, and I am tentatively going to be optimistic and say no, because I have another one in mind that I want to do. And hopefully I have the time to do it. But no, I've been sitting on these Super Mario, in particular, I've been sitting on this Yoshi figure, and I've had an idea for him for a long time. So I would like to get that made, and the idea would be that's something that could be for Brick Film Day. So the idea is that yes I do want to have something in time for Brick. Do I have a good Yoshi impression? No, I do not. I figured I probably was just going to use official Mario sounds for that. Speaking of discounts, I got a student version of Dragonframe, which is $100 off, but I don't think I'm allowed to make money off of what I make. But yeah, student discounts, unfortunately, does have a pretty strict non-commercial clause to the license. Yeah, I can't legally say recommend that like most of the time people aren't gonna know that legally, and like I can't recommend that. But I mean, like with a student license, you can definitely like. I mean, I worked with a student license for many years. I mean, and a lot of the stuff I produced on YouTube or just in general back in from like 2006 till like until I graduated until 2013. Most of that was all done on student software. And at the time, a lot of the stuff I wasn't earning revenue on, so it kind of all worked out. And I mean, frankly, and even some of the stuff I was earning revenue, like at the end of the day, like I can't even tell you what softwares I made what with and what license they were under. And I highly doubt that anybody's going to is going to check the metadata or whatever to determine it. But I mean, still, granted, it is a legal contract. So I will always advise against putting yourself at potential legal risk like that. So yeah, to just kind of CYA, you may want to, if you want to start earning money, you probably want to get a proper license. But yeah, my school has actually provided me the whole Adobe Suite for free. Nice. And sometimes you go to a school that's so cool they put Adobe softwares on your computer for free. Or you meet a group of friends who have obtained it through less than legal means and are cool enough to was my high school experience, but that was a long time ago and much easier. You know what I really miss? I really miss. Here, I got it right here. I miss Final Cut Studio. Back when I used to run Macintosh, that was back. I kind of miss getting studio. Kind of a I'm glad to be getting back into brick. I want to be getting back into brick building. Spending a lot of time playing video games. Well, I don't have any particular objections to that. I also do kind of miss being productive, but I enjoy. But it's been nice to kind of get back to be able to relax on my. And although I felt kind of bad about streaming on Twitch when I wasn't actively doing more brick film stuff. So I feel like maybe if I do more brick filming and if I'm a little more active in this, then I can get back to Twitch streaming and feel a little less content guilty about that, or a little less brand guilty about that. Hopefully start to integrate that a little more organically. My good stuff. That would be kind of cool. Because actually in my head canon, or at least my ideas going down the line, I kind of want Ben to be sort of a professional streamer. Ben has always had a thing for video games in my videos, so I figured that could be kind of a fun, maybe even a relatively easy way to kind of produce Ben stuff a little. It feels like it'd be in character. It's probably gonna be. Bought the Lego Star Wars Saga last year, and I've been meaning to play it, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Anybody play that? If TikTok gets banned, do I think demand for short form content is going to dissipate? Well, for starters, I'm not entirely sure if TikTok is going to get banned. I think they'll. I mean, I feel like they're going to figure something out about that. But if it get banned, no, because there's already too many other platforms for short form video content. I think the medium will find a home someplace else. Where exactly, we just have to find out. But honestly, I don't see TikTok getting the full ban in the United States. I mean, without knowing the full ins and outs of what's going on with that, I just beyond the utter embarrassment that our Congress people displayed in the hearing about TikTok. But yeah, no, I think there will always be a place for short form video content. I mean, before it was TikTok, it was Vine, you know. Yeah, so even if TikTok goes away, something will emerge in its place. Finished Skywalker Saga a few months ago. Didn't like it very much. It was trying to be a bit too different from the other Lego games, but I see what they were going for. Right on. I haven't played a lot of the Lego games. The last one I played was probably like I remember I played some of the early Lego Star Wars games. I think like it's like the prequel games. And I think I played a little bit of Lego Indiana Jones, but I haven't really or Lego Batman maybe. I haven't played a lot of them, so I don't have a lot of reference point for how those games worked. I do have Lego City Undercover on the Switch, and I've actually been really enjoying that. I'm impressed how much of a GTA clone it plays like, which is I thought was really impressive. But yeah, I bought the Skywalker Saga, and I think I meant to stream it on the channel a while ago, but I never got around to it because I felt a little guilty about doing that, but haven't produced an actual like brick film content forever, so I just ended up scrapping that idea. But yeah, I might do it. You know, I might do it one of these days if I feel a little better about the state of my channel. Let me see if I can get one more fader frame, and then I'm gonna go blues. If you play at least two, they all played the same except for Undercover and Skywalker Saga. Not a bad game, just different. Right on, right on. It seems like there's a lot of content in Skywalker Saga, at least. So there's at least a lot to do by the sound of it. Which, which given this day and age, that's kind of a rarity for a $60 game without major DLC. So I'm down with that at least. Okay, cool. Is there any way you can? Ah. Okay, well, let me study my face. Let me study my faces here and see if there's anything that can. Okay. God, I love the lo-fi girls. My chair doesn't swivel. I am seething with jelly. Unfortunately, I don't have a gamer chair, so I can't make it lay down completely horizontal, but this is still pretty nice. Oh, I remember not long ago, I think during PAX or something, Nintendo was having like a daily sweepstakes for a pretty sweet looking gamer chair, and I think I tried to enter those on a few days, but I didn't end up getting that. Any ideas between me and Nathan for a Cleaners sequel? Yes, Cleaners Part 2 is ongoing. You know, it is still very much happening. I was explaining earlier the reasons for the delay is that Nate and I have both been busy in various ways, both professionally and personally. Nathan's been doing a lot of personal home renovations, and so his studio space has been pretty busy, occupied, covered with stuff. The pandemic slowed down a lot of progress. On a more personal note, I've been struggling a bit with a pretty bad bout of depression over the last few years. That's really kind of impacted my creative energy and my ability to work. But progress. I mean, it's been slow, but yeah, when Cleaners 2 is still very very much on the table, and I'm slowly but surely. We've thumbnailed out the entire film. We have the script written, and we have all the thumbnails. Right now, I'm trying to adapt those thumbnails into a more coherent storyboard animatic, and yeah, and then once we have that, then we can start going a little harder into production. I think what I need to do is I need to just focus on specific scenes and storyboard those out. Because right now I'm kind of just going in order, and I think that's really kind of hampered a lot of my progress. So I think if I just can just kind of focus on specific like scenes to shoot, then we can just kind of start knocking those out individually, and then it will feel less like a big daunting thing. Will Nathan return to the Alex and Derek's? I wouldn't count on it, although I wouldn't also rule it out. Nathan has recently expressed has recently expressed interest in trying to do a little more stop motion, or getting back into brick filming again a little bit. Yeah, so I would never say never. I can certainly put in a good word or put in my own influence. Hell, I can even write Alex and Derek a cameo in an upcoming Ben and Andy film or something. Yeah, I can, but as far as anything official, I can't. I can't say anything because I just don't know. You would have to bring it up with Nathan. More action. Is there anything in particular that you would like to see Ben and Andy do, or any things in particular you'd like to see Ben and Andy? I guess that's the same question, but I don't know, anything you would like to see from the Ben and Andy series? I figure at this point I might be open to suggestions. I need to do more Ben and Andy stuff, but I need to do more like short things. I need like short things that I can kind of put out a little more frequently. Like I don't want to put all my eggs into just like one big basket, you know. Ben and Andy go to Legoland. Yeah. Or just like a theme park or a boardwalk. Experiment a little bit with base swapping. Ah, cool. Was Ben and Andy and pretty new to the community. What was the song in the cleanest trailer? What was the song in the cleanest trailer? That was Us and Them by Pink Floyd. Ben and Andy, they're my dynamic duo. Yeah, does with a pair of roommates, or in my case, former roommates. Their apartment in question was not exactly left in a great spot, but by the end of by the end of their last adventure together. I would say simplicity isn't a bad thing with Ben and Andy. They don't go outlandish advantages, but I like the interaction between them more than the situations they get into. That's good to know. That's definitely good to remember and consider. sometimes I get a little overboard trying to think of like what the story of them is exactly. I feel like the only thing that I really have in continuity with Ben and Andy at the moment is just the general sense of weirdness with Andy with relation to his the alien abduction back from Bad Day. Do I think Ben and Andy are related to Benny and Lee? Well, not like familially. I would definitely not say like familially, but they're definitely in the same league, in the same general style of dynamic duo, couch sitting brick film friends. I will say what I will say about one of my ideas with Ben and Andy is that it would bring back the hypothetical possibilities machine, and that's something I actually am a little excited about. Thinking back on a good one is the New Year's video. That was short and simple, but it was still funny. Which one was my New Year's video again? Characters our roommate store. Oh, I thought you meant Mind Game makes a series. No. Yeah, no. Ben and Andy, they're my characters. They're my two best friends. Which one was mine? Was the New Year's video the one with Ben burning the tree? Are you talking about that one? Okay, there's like little stuff like that. Okay. Because I think a lot of the reason I've like stopped producing or get self-conscious about Ben and Andy stuff is because like I feel like there needs to be like substance or like a story to it, or like if I'm not like writing them as characters, I'm not like doing them properly. So maybe I just need to like be less afraid of just like doing whatever with them. Just like don't stress it too much. Just probably, which is probably a lesson that I can just take into life in general. So what is Luke doing with his hand? Oh, Resolute. Okay. Wrong one. Yeah, okay. So, like, this is, yeah, it's kind of funny. A lot of my Ben and Andy films have usually come out of have just been FAQ entries. That's so interesting. But okay, yeah, just little low stakes stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Little low stakes. Looking back on it, I'm really proud of how I'm really happy with how Christmas Caper and Arresting Development came out. And it's kind of cool, nice because I had a lot of reservations about Arresting Development when I first put it out because so much I wanted to do with it that I feel like I didn't, but I was just really happy with the end product anyway. But yeah, no, a Christmas Caper was that one was really sad for some reason. I was really happy with that one. I think I was just happy with like pacing. There's like a story I hadn't really. Oh, thank you. Yeah, arresting development. Yeah, arresting development. Despite the fact that I wear my influence on my sleeve, I feel like I executed it the way that I had envisioned in my head. So I'm really happy with how. Yeah, and I really do making them. They're I love them because they're the most they've always been the most relatable character, right? Because yeah, I've always enjoyed them as kind of as a reflection of just kind of me and sort of where I'm at in my own life. How long did Arresting Development take to animate? Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, how long did? Yeah, because that one. When did I start that? I started that in. That was originally a brawl entry. Okay, yeah, oh yeah, okay, so yeah, that was originally a brawl entry, and I think I ended up shooting most of it inside of that week, but there was also a lot of it that I had to shoot outside of the week as well, and it was one of those projects that I put so much time in between working on it that it's really impossible for me to say how long it took, because I mean, in total, like I started it in 2014, but I didn't finish it until 2018. Kind of that's just me sometimes. I'd say in total, like Arresting Development probably wasn't more than like a couple weeks to shoot in total. It was just that much time, I mean, stretched out over the course of a longer time. And I even had a whole other ending, like a whole alternate ending that I wanted to shoot for it because I had this whole other plan for like how I wanted the episode to end and like what I wanted to do for the sequel. But that eventually got scrapped. Um, I think I still have the storyboard for it on a hard drive somewhere. Maybe I'll release that as a bonus one. Maybe as like a Patreon bonus one day. But yeah, some of these projects they're hard for me to tell how long they took just because they probably didn't take that much time in total. But I tend to find my creative bursts of energy just after a really long period of time. So. What I really need to work on, and what I'm committed to working on, is trying to be a little more creatively consistent. So hopefully I can produce projects of substance without spending 3 or 4 years on them. That's my goal. That's the brick filmer's curse. It's hard to kick, but it's possible. Really, it's really true. And you know, yeah, like I you know, I had no idea how this face swapping was gonna look, but I'm not too concerned about the mouths because those are gonna get replaced anyways. I'm not too concerned about the mouth because they're getting replaced anyways. I'm mostly just focusing on the eyebrow action going on. But this is actually looking a lot. Yeah, nice when you are feeling pretty good about your own animation when you're in the middle of it. Oh, nope, not that side. This side. You have three different types of cameras. What types of cameras do you have? You know, sometimes I'm really upset about music copyright laws because honestly, what I'd really love to do on stream is I'd love to like listen to the music that I just listen to in general and sing along to because I would just love to like sing along to songs on stream. I really do enjoy doing that. I will try to find on the sun. When tears are in my eyes, I will try to like a bridge over trouble. I will lay me down like a bridge over trouble. Or two, I will lay me down. So let's push these arms into the head just a bit more. Finished uploading possibly the dumbest video. Nice, looking forward to it. Now you're going a little too far to this side. That's not what I wanted to do. much. Just watch the video. It's very read and act record edited today. Very nice. Weird. Very nice, Gordon. Can't wait to watch it. And nowhere near the quality of. Oh, well, thank you. Let's see. Let me. That work for you. What I have here is a wound up bit of armature wire. It also comes in handy. Cool. Thank you, Weird Howard. I appreciate that. It's kind of what I strive for in my stream. This is really supposed to be kind of a hangout and chill time, at least what I really want. I want to kind of invite people in. I'm not really doing anything that intense or that substantial. I'm just chilling, moving around some Legos, and just wanting to have a good time. And yeah, I just want people to come in, listen to some chill, lo-fi music, and just talk about whatever. Talk about movies, other projects they're working on. Anything, really. Looks like we're just about. Let's see. What's our timing looking like? We're coming up about on the end of this shot. I think once I'm done with this, I'm probably gonna call it for the night. But how okay? How long have we been going? Not tell me. Okay, we're relying on OBS and stuff. Okay, we've been going for a little over 2 hours. That's pretty good. I think this has been a pretty solid stream so far. What I have before. Okay. What do I have here? Okay. So I'm gonna let this face sit for another little bit, and then I'll swap. How did I get so many views back then? Honestly, luck. Yeah, the honest truth is I really got lucky. I started uploading to YouTube almost begrudgingly, back in about 2006, I think. It was just as a way to make my Lego videos more accessible to my friends in high school. And I really didn't put that much effort into like marketing or like making my YouTube channel really much of a thing at least at the outset. Um, until one day I woke up and I checked it and I realized that Laws of Sir Isaac Newton was, encroaching on 50,000 views just out of nowhere. And that really was kind of the powder keg that started everything. Yeah, so I really that was the video that really first got popular and sort of first got me noticed on YouTube, and from there, people just kind of YouTube was still sort of in its infancy, so I think there wasn't a whole lot of like content of that kind at the time. So I think when people saw that, they just kind of started subscribing, then started passing around. Lego stop motion on YouTube was kind of a new thing, so it might also be that I also kind of got in a little bit on the ground floor. But yeah, no, frankly, the honest truth of it is I really just got lucky. Of course, it's not without a considerable amount of effort that I put into making making videos, but as far as the actual like marketing of myself and the actual like YouTube side of YouTube, I'm still very like I'm still not very good at it. At least I don't feel like I. Let me put it a better way. I still feel like I don't really know what I'm doing in a lot of respects. Almost there. What I kind of want to do is push this down a little bit. And maybe move you just a bit too. One day I'm going to watch some of these VODs just on a whim, and I'm really gonna appreciate just how subtle I get with some of these details. Thank you, Storm. I'm feeling pretty happy about it myself. Actually, completely in the wrong direction. Maybe a little bit much. We need to be going to the left. Camera left, rather. Yeah. It's probably a little much. But in general, I mean, as somebody who I don't believe I'm generally very good at YouTube, but I mean, the little advice that I can give is that I believe that good work will find an audience. So I'm generally of the opinion that, I mean, I think the best way to approach doing YouTube and making videos is just to have fun and doing it because there is a drive in you to tell a story, not because you're chasing views. If you're getting into brick film, okay, let me just go ahead and make a statement here. If you're getting into brick filming, trying to chase the YouTube algorithm, and you're trying to be like a full-time content creator, stop. If you're trying to be like a daily uploader, like that kind of a YouTuber, save your sanity. Do something other than brick filming. If you don't mind, if you're motivated and you don't mind, waiting a few weeks or a few months between uploads, then this could be for you. Just not everybody is going to be an Edbound or a Forest Fire 101, especially in a market as currently as saturated as Lego animation on YouTube. Um, and there's a thousand other kids just like you trying to make quick and easy Lego videos, trying to earn some quick views. And yeah, like stuff's just gonna get lost in the shuffle and it's gonna get buried, and so much content tends to just look alike in that sense, and it all just becomes kind of a porridge of mush after a while. But I think that films with real quality and effort put into them will rise to the top and will have a longer shelf life than most. And really, if you're in the interest of longevity, I think that's what I hope my brick films to strive for. Because I think chasing trends, it's kind of a short term gain thing, because you might strike it viral, you might hit a trend, and you might gain some quick, some quick eyes on your stuff, and some quick followers. But um, I also think videos and content like that is also pretty disposable and tends to get pretty. Uh, it has a very, very limited shelf life. Um, yeah, because I mean, it's like you may have been the first person to have gotten the first Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and I'm using my own quote, using my own example here. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 trailer up, on YouTube, but in 2020, is anybody still watching Lego Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? Like, whereas, I mean, it's just stuff like that. Chasing trends never works for an art form that takes so long to make content. Yeah, exactly. That's basically my entire thesis. Yeah, stop motion and animation in general, by its very nature, does not lend itself to producing content quickly and frequently. Sorry, I went off on a little bit of a diatribe there. Okay, I think it's probably good for the face swapping for now. I know where I'm gonna do more of it, but I think it's probably good for now. Okay, where did I put my tool? I'm getting distracted. I'd like to try and finish up this shot. I mean, we're coming to the very end of this shot. I'd like to try and finish up in the next 15 minutes. I don't want to spend too much time. We're already past 2 hours. I think I'm about ready to call it a night once we're done here. I hope everybody's having a really good Friday night. For this one, actually, we need to do a little thing ahead here. Much. Night's been good. Played some PS2. Now back to animating. Right on. Yeah, I think after this I might. Let's see. I've been playing a lot of Splatoon lately. They just finished up a Splatfest, so I might see. I might go back to. I've been playing a little bit of Fallen Order again, getting ready for Jedi Survivor. I'm having a lot more fun with it the second time around. I have a weird relationship with Souls-like games, but I'm much more adaptable to it this time around. Yeah. Yeah, no, Jedi Survivor should be pretty cool. I'm really excited for Tears of the Kingdom to come out in a month. That's one I may have to do a Twitch stream of. Yeah, because I love the Legend of Zelda. Usually wait for deals on new games. I'm gonna try and have to get in Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, I don't pre-order games really anymore, but Tears of the Kingdom is like one of the few games, like one of the only games that I went and put a $5 down payment on it at a GameStop, just because Nintendo is at least the one gaming company that I can usually trust to produce not only a good game but a complete game on launch. I feel like you can't really say that for a lot of other publishers these days. Yeah, no. Tears of the Kingdom I'm super down for, especially after that gameplay demo they released that showed off the fuse ability. I'm now completely on board with whatever is going on in that game. I'm completely on board with it. Other publishers usually have huge patches on launch day. Nintendo usually has everything smoothed out. Yeah, yeah. Nintendo actually releases finished games usually. No, yeah, attaching the eyes and just attaching things to arrows. Like you should have seen my face when I was watching that for the first time. I was legitimately just unironically soy facing all over that trailer. It was almost embarrassing just how how blown away I was. Especially because I've worked in games too, so like not only like just the appearance of it is so cool, but I'm also like in the back of my head I'm thinking, oh my goodness, like how much work did that take to get the engine to know how to process and render the physics engine for every single item in the game like that. Like that's it's absolutely, if you sit and think about it for more than a few minutes, it's a little mind-boggling just the implications of that. But yeah, no, I'm really really pumped for it. I appreciate that yeah, Nintendo is leaning into the weirdness of Breath of the Wild as well. The eye is fused. Yeah, okay, yeah, this arm's still a little too wavy. Okay. So yeah, man. Yeah, a little too much there. I think we need to do a little thing with the arms here. Just gonna give them a little more life. Hey, Gregory. Uh, how's it going? How's your evening treating you, or what I presume is your evening, because it's the evening for me. I think this will be good. Alright. Put you back in, Link. I have almost called him Link. Luke. A little after midnight for you, finishing up a shop before I head. But I love that everybody's here and we're all, or at least not everybody, but so many people are here also just working on stuff and just hanging out. This is exactly what I wanted. This is great. You got Weird Howard here editing and rendering a video. We got Gregory Animations working on something. Somebody else, I think Storm was working on an animation as well. This is great. Glad to hear you're working on something, Greg. Okay, so we'll work on the hat. I think it's a little offset. Well, happy Friday night, happy animation night to you. I'm really glad I decided to stream. After where did I put this thing again? Do I do stop motion as a hobby? Yes, I do. I also do it professionally. more professionally than as a hobby recently, but I'm trying to work my way back into doing it more as a free time thing as well. It's crazy how Creative Friday is spent how Creative Friday is spent creating. Literally working on a shot with the exact same character. Serendipity. Much, but close, really close. There we go. Several months ago, I asked you to voice in the video of mine, and you're still working on that. Did I give you the voices? I want to make sure that I didn't I didn't forget to do that, because sometimes I tend to. But if you're still working on it, keep at it, man. I believe in you. Good night, Corey and Sabrina. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Sleep well. Started watching you back in 2008. You were one of the people that made me want to get into stop motion, be a filmmaker. Never ended up doing any of that, but at least I got to dream. Well, I'm sometimes it doesn't work out, but I appreciate you sharing that anyway. I appreciate that I could at least give you a little bit of inspiration. And thanks for sticking around since 08. So, okay, a little raising up. Yeah. So, literally dealing in like micro. I'll do. Come on. The part I always get stuck on when I have to do these subtle movements. I just might find that right spot where I keep or if I keep pushing it back, I keep. There it is. Woo! Wanted to pop in and say, what's up to an OG? Larnu Works, thank you for doing so. Was sub since I was 13, but doing Bionicles. Right on. Your 24-hour contest entries were the first time I ever heard of the idea. Yeah, you know, the contest has still been going on strong for years now. They still did it this year. I was a judge for it. I appreciate you being a fan and being subscribed to me for so long. It really means a lot to me to kind of to hear stories, hear stories about people growing up with my films and stuff, because I take for granted how long I've been doing this, how much work I've put out, and I even sometimes tend to write off a lot of my old work. So it's nice to be reminded that that still has that value and has valuable. I appreciate you sharing that. Thank you. Don't worry, we're coming up to the end of this shot. I'm about ready to be. I head to bed. Good luck with the animation. Thank you, Gregory. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you coming in and chatting for a little bit. Hopefully I'll be doing this again. Hopefully I'll see you around. Take care. Have a good rest of your night. How does it feel Lego become much more mainstream this start of the 2010s? Like, we live in a time where dedicated used Lego stores are functional businesses. Yeah, no, man. I'm a lifelong lover of Lego, and especially since the success of the Lego Movie. I mean, it's just been cool to see this be embraced as it was by a larger, more mainstream audience. I thought that was really cool, especially just that brief little window from like 2014 to 2016, 2017. Things were awesome. That was the Lego Movie came out, or was that 26? I don't remember. Yeah, no, Lego's doing great. one replacement head I kind of want to try here. Guess I'm gonna find out how successful it is. We're having fun. Brick filming's all about trying things. Good. Was I ever invested in a specific LEGO theme or general fan? When I was younger, I really loved the old school pirate Legos. Like growing up, I really loved the old Lego Star Wars. The first generation Lego Star Wars I was all about. I still have my old the old X-Wing, the first episode 1 pod racer sets. What else? Yeah, I was really into Lego Star Wars for a while. Any other lines that I don't know, Lego got a lot more commercialized, and when I say that, they started doing a lot more brands as I started getting older and more into brick filming. I think some of my favorites growing up were definitely I really loved Johnny Thunder. Johnny Thunder was my favorite. I liked the the Extreme team. I think that's what they were called. There was this one where they had like a monster truck and like a bunch of other motorcycles, and there was this like mountain that you could like climb, and it had all this really cool extreme sports stuff. That was also really fun. I liked that. The Aqua Zone was an interesting one. That had a lot of really interesting neon green pieces and a lot of like underwater like weaponry and a lot of cool underwater pieces. I think in general, though, if I had a favorite one, I really liked Johnny Thunder. I think I like Johnny Thunder, and especially the stuff with all the dinosaurs. The Coast Guard sets are pretty cool, yeah. I feel like some of the best Lego sets are honestly the... I also really liked Ninja, the Lego Ninja from like the early 2000s, but sometimes I almost feel like the best Lego sets are just the regular-ass city ones sometimes. But I have the SS Steamboat Willie on my desk, just behind my webcam. White suit. But that's another really good one. I have this idea to make a. I have an idea for a brick film involving the Steamboat Willie set that I am not above trying to make one of these days. I think the idea itself is pretty good. Yeah, I will not rule it out. Okay. Yeah, hell yeah, Johnny Thunder was the goat, man. Maybe that's what I gotta do. Is I gotta make a Johnny Thunder brick film. Lego needs to embrace original IP. I miss when they did the original IP. Even the Rock Raiders, or the Power Miners rather. Monkey Kid is a very well designed theme, but all the sets are expensive. They don't put them in the retail store. Yeah, actually, honestly, to be honest, I haven't even heard of Monkey Kid, so that's maybe not as the best example. But have I seen Christopher Faber's current videos? I have not, unfortunately. He has designed firm worked closely with Lego for years. Got the green light to show up behind the scenes stuff. Ooh, mostly Bionicle. Christian Faber. No, I'll look him up though. That's an interesting. Have I seen? Oh no. So close. Almost done. Damn, this is just a nice, chill time. Glad you're enjoying yourself, Weird Howard. It's what I strive for. Was your sig fig based off of myself? At the time it was. Yeah, that was definitely based off of myself. In high school, I loved wearing like colored long sleeve shirts on top of or underneath t-shirts. Definitely a style of mine, particularly that white shirt over the red undershirt and the blue jeans. I mean, my personal image has definitely evolved quite a bit from the days of my sig fig, but at this point, my sig fig is so like it's such a like it that sig fig is feels so set in stone and feels so definitively part of my creative identity that like that fig is just going to be a part of me. It's just always going to be a part of me forever. So I have no plans to update my sig fig or change it at any point. Nah. Yeah, this guy's got just a little bit too much legacy. Yeah, I love him. Okay, now we're starting to run into a little complication here. It's alright. Alright, let's see how that has that. When tears are in. When tears are in. Particular piece of Cleaner's merch, probably not, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that was kind of a one and done sort of thing. I would need to look on the Bonfire website and see what the policy is, but yeah, sorry about that. I'm not, yes, but I mean, but like I mentioned before in the stream, I'm definitely not opposed to doing more merch drops if an interesting idea or an interesting opportunity presents itself. But I'm gonna say never say never. I would need to look into bonfires restocking, reselling options. It is entirely possible there might be a way to buy that shirt individually. The problem is I don't think I get any of the money or the proceeds from it. But I think there might still technically be a way to buy it. I'll look into it. I think that's kind of what's so important about the whole limited time campaign thing when it comes to a website like Spring or like Bonfires. That they're limited time in that I think that's the amount of time that the publisher can make the money. 'Cause I think can make money off it. Because I think the rest of it just goes to Bonfire afterwards, or they just unlisted. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, but who knows? Yeah, like I said, if I end up becoming, if I am able to, to get myself to be a little more actively involved in YouTube and start producing content a little more regularly, I would definitely not be opposed to, doing more fun stuff like merch drops or other kinds of fun little swaggy stuff. I don't know. That's something you think y'all be interested in? Sometimes I feel kind of bad for thinking about it because I know that it's available on their site still. Okay, well, you might still be able to grab one. If you do want to pick one up, I will certainly not hold it against you. That or maybe Bonfire system is just broken and I will still get paid from it. Who knows? Only one way to find out, I guess. Yeah, but honestly, I would not be opposed to doing more merch. I mean, but yeah, like I said, if I feel like I'm comfortably producing more content, I feel like I would feel reasonably comfortable doing that without feeling like I'm taking advantage of my community or my fan base. Yeah, I would definitely be down for doing something like that. Yeah, 'cause more than anything, I want to keep all y'all happy. I'd wear a shirt. Hey, well, thank you. More than anything, I want to do things that make all y'all happy. Let's I'd wear one for paranormal open mic. Hey, I like that little cross promotion. Not opposed to that. Maybe I gotta produce a brick. Maybe I should produce a Bigfoot brick film in collaboration. Almost got it. When did I see? Did I see when Lego made a video flop of a theme that broke a lot of people's brains? Yeah, I almost pitched pitched something for Tongle for an advertisement for Lego video for the video theme, the video, I guess. I never fully understood that theme as a concept. Like what was that? I liked the minifigures that it produced, and I liked how like all like the weird supernatural stuff it did. I loved in particular the headpiece that looks like the hoodie with the hat in it. I want to get that. I want that. I think that piece is awesome, and I love like how like paranormal and spooky it is. But yeah, just like the concept of that set, like the whole like the app. I didn't like get what that was supposed to be. So yeah, so I guess just that as a line was just kind of a weird misfire. It felt like it felt like they wanted to do something a bit more like integrating like video making, but they just didn't quite hit the mark. Okay. I think that's the end of the animation on Luke. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start. I'm going to do a couple of frames of a zoom out, and that's going to be the end of. Yeah, that's going to be the end of this shot, because what I'm going to do in post-production is I'm planning to flip this footage over so that when he wakes up, he's going to be right set up, so that when we do a crash zoom out, the camera's going to do 180. And the best way that I'm going to do that is when I set up for the next shot, I will backtrack a few frames to match this animation and shoot it all wide, because what I need to do when I zoom out is, because I'll explain this all in an editing stream, but because the screen has to rotate around, I'm going to be losing a lot of room in the image, and I need that wide shot to fill in a lot of the spaces, so that when that 16:9 resolution image twists outside the bounds of the video, we don't just get black behind it, we get like the full background. Cleaners Part 2 update. Larnu works, gotta go bounce, time to go blanky mode. Have a good sleep. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully see you in the next one. I like the theme minifigures, but they started at a time when they were pushing connectivity with apps and Lego. Yeah. It seems like it's working okay for Super Mario, and it seems like it just didn't really work out for video. Can't really explain it, but you know, whatever. Cleaners Part 2 update. It's still happening. I'm in the middle of storyboarding. Nathan and I have both been really busy, professionally and personally. He's been doing a lot of house projects, and he's been doing a lot of house projects, and other professional stuff has taken up a lot of his time and our time. Myself, I've unfortunately been dealing with a fair bit of depression for the last few years, and the pandemic certainly didn't help. So I have been admittedly slacking on my end of production, but I'm hoping that I can kind of kickstart my enthusiasm. I mean, my goal is to try and like kind of jumpstart my enthusiasm for animating and creating again. I mean, this already has been a success quite a bit, but no, I've been dealing with a bit of I've been dealing with various mental health stuff that's kind of kept me from working on Cleaners too. But that's not to say the project's dead. It's still very much happening. It's just, you know, I appreciate your patience. Hello, boss. Thanks for tuning back in. I'm actually getting very close to wrapping this shot for the night. Okay, let's go ahead and take another frame of this, and then I'm gonna do some zoom out shots. I'm gonna start a zoom out. I'm going to shoot this on 24 because camera movements generally look better on 1s as opposed to 2s. How are you doing, boss? Me, I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired, but I'm happy that I'm coming to the end of this shot. Do I have a PC? Have I played WZ2 recently? I do have a PC, yes. What is WZ2? Oh, Warzone. No, I haven't played Warzone. I don't really play Warzone. I don't really play a lot of Battle Royales. I do play Apex Legends now and again. I hear Warzone's pretty fun. All right, right on. All right, thanks for stopping by, Weird Howard. Yeah. I'll talk to you again real soon. Yeah, thanks again for hanging out. Have a good night, and yeah, take care. Sleep well. Mm-hmm. I hear it's pretty fun. Yeah. Yeah. I might give it a shot. I have some friends at my job that play a lot of Warzone. Yeah, battle royales have never really been my thing, but I did enjoy Apex Legends for a while. Hmm. It's like 100 gigabytes though, which stinks. Yeah, why are these Call of Duty games also so big? I think I had it downloaded for a while just to give it a shot, but I think I might have had to uninstall it to get some other games loaded up on the PC. But yeah, I do have a PC, and I'm so thankful that I finally have a decent enough computer to play games on. I think really the big kicker there was getting a new graphics card that was really the game changer. But yeah, now that I do, I can finally play so many of my PC games on like improperly and get them to play smoothly. It's been so nice. And one more after this. Last frame. Woo! I have a 3070 Ti. I was this close to getting a 3080. Funny story. So I had been. Oh, what happened here? Okay, so yeah, I've been searching, or I've been keeping my eye out for the 30 series for about a year after they had been released, and I discovered that Best Buy was doing like a 5 a.m. restock drop. The only problem is like this was like maybe a year ago. Like a year ago, last December maybe, I saw that or maybe it was in the summer, doesn't matter. Yeah, Best Buy was having like a 5 a.m. restock sale. Problem is, the closest Best Buy to me is a solid three and a half hour drive. So, and I found out about it literally the night before it was happening. So I was so desperate to get a new graphics card. I literally at 1 o'clock at night, I jumped in my car and drove in the dead of night, from my hometown, down Highway 101 to California. I basically drove for 3.5 hours in the middle of the night, uh, and very little sleep to go get a graphics card. And I was like 20 people away from getting a 3080, but I ended up getting the 3070 Ti, but which is still plenty fine, plenty fine. And speaking of plenty fine, I do believe that this shot is plenty fine. I think we might be done. Let's go ahead and review, shall we? Yeah, I'm feeling that. And in the back of your head, remember that I'm going to be doing some facial animation, so Luke's going to be asleep at the start of this, and ignore what's going on with the mouths, because I'm also going to do some mouth replacement probably too. So right now he's just hanging, sleeping. Yeah, I'm feeling good about this. Yeah, I'm feeling really good about that. Whew, alrighty. Oh, it is. Wow. Okay, so it's now 20 after 11. Wow, I've been streaming for about 3 hours and 20 minutes. Gonna call it a night? I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna do the same. Had a fun time on the stream. Keep up the great work. Does he have a hangover? He does indeed, boss. He does indeed. So so he finds himself stuck in the hot cave, but for an entirely different reason this time. And with that, I am also going to call it a night. But this has been great. Really, one of I couldn't have asked for a better comeback stream or a reintroductory stream. Yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out and making this really special. I'm really glad I decided to do this. I'm really glad I finally got started on this stupid project, but I shouldn't call it stupid. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. You guys are gonna enjoy it. Well, I am in California. I live in California, Corey and Sabrina, and welcome back, by the way. So yeah, it's going on about 11:20. Thank you everybody for staying up with me, keeping me company, chatting with me, keeping me sane. I had a really good time, and I'm hoping that I can do this more. If I'm feeling up to it, and if I play my cards right, I might even do a little more streaming before work tomorrow. So yeah, maybe I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Who knows? Anyway, thank you again, everybody. I hope you have a good rest of your evening, day, wherever in the world you are. Yeah. Until then, take care, and I'll catch you on the next one later.